I know he had a big catch. I know he had like 2 or 3 catches that second.
Yeah, but you want to talk as much as should have, and then you know that's your go-to guy. They probably can catch anything.
Right.
And I'm not taking nothing away from the Patriots defense because they were all in Matt Ryan's face.
Mm-hmm.
But they
started getting a lot of pressure on him in that second half too. They started getting a hell of a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure that they weren't getting in that first half.
And I guess this cat ain't really seen that even in the playoffs. I mean, Seattle wasn't really pressuring them like that. Green Bay damn sure wasn't pressuring them.
Defense ain't shit.
So he ain't seen this before, and he didn't know how to adjust.
They started attacking that line, that Falcons line. They started attacking them from the side too. You know, on the outside, they started attacking them on that way. That was one way they started getting at Ryan, and then when Atlanta made a little adjustments to try to stop that, and then Cleveland, that's when New England started coming straight up the middle on their ass. You know, so like I said, it was some dope adjustments by New England, man. Defensive coordinator called a well-coached game. Even who was that? What's the young guy name that called the plays for New England? We were talking about. He was the Bronco coach.
Who, Josh McDaniels?
Yeah, McDaniels. McDaniels towards that second half, he called a good offensive game, man.
But we knew they were going to be running. The way they were throwing the ball, we knew who was getting them passes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was short passes and everything like that. That's what was just. I can understand Atlanta. They're not running the ball no more. They're behind. They got to throw the ball. You prepared for that?
Right. So, there was a lot of things taking place, man. You know, it was a good catch, man. What do you think about Edelman's catch? Is it better than Tyrese?
Hell yeah, better than man. I mean, dude, you got.
I don't know. David Tyree had it on his helmet, man, and he had both of them with some dope catches, man.
For that ball to hit a defender's leg and pop up, and your instinct to grab that ball.
The concentration.
Not to hit the ground, and he still had 2 other defenders around him. I mean, that's just saying, hey, I'm just that zeroed in and winning this game that, man, I'm going to show you the impossible. 9 times out of 10, that would have been a drop ball. But
yeah, I damn sure would have.
He knew where it was, and he concentrated like you said, and he just grabbed that ball, and, man, that's almost a feeling like everything's going their way. I mean, ain't nothing stopping them.
Man, once that happened, I was like, man, I looked at Smokey dude when we was down here. Hey, game about to be over, man. These boys, if they score, come down and get that 2-point conversion, this game is over.
There's another thing that blew me. The 2-point conversions, it's just like automatic. Everything just started clicking. At the 2-point conversions, they got that with no problem at all. I was like, damn.
Hey, man, did you see that dumb video that's circulating on Facebook with old boy talking about some, you know, it was like 12 minutes in overtime, and they had like the small caption on the marquee at the bottom of the screen saying, New England Patriots win Super Bowl with touchdown.
Yeah.
And them dummies thought that, you know, that it was pre-predicted and all that other stuff. But in other words, they were just telling them, like, on this possession, if they score a touchdown, they will win. That's basically what the caption was. Did you see that, man?
Yeah, you know, it's got to be conspiracy theories out there. You know, somebody's got to put out some crazy shit out there just to say.
What the hell is wrong with people, man?
Hey, man, they rolling on with Patriots anyway, man. You see that, man? They gave away that they going to win anyway.
They call them the Trump Patriots. I guess I'm a Trump Patriot too this time around because I was sure rolling with him. I just had to roll with experience. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Now I know what you meant by that. I mean, I knew all along, but I'm looking at that coach for Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
As much as he got them into the Super Bowl, which is a good thing, when it comes down to it, though, you still got to be able to make the right moves, make the right plays and everything. And if you ain't been there before, even though he was on Seattle, yeah, I know you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? He kept getting the Brady. I mean, he was a monster. We're going to figure that out, you know, when we off air and everything else. But, yeah, man, they need to keep that core.
When the ball's thrown, look
around.
You mean,
yeah, you were saying that a few times, like, turn your head to the ball. And they got called twice, I think, on the pass interference. Big plays, too. So, you know, that's the youth down there in Atlanta that they need to go ahead and get together and everything else, man, and just teach them the proper mechanics when you defend it.
And if they improve that, they'll be deadly. I mean, real scary. I'm gonna call them Legion of Boom just yet, part 2. But man, they out there, they ain't looking similar to them, but we'll see.
Yeah, we gonna see. We gonna see, man.
Hopefully, don't be like Carolina. Don't make it back and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Joe, do you know that each time, I think I want to say this right. Cam Newton won the MVP, right?
Right.
Went to the Super Bowl, lost. Had a bad season. Matt Ryan won MVP, right? Super Bowl.
Even play like that, be on that tightrope.
Garoppolo might be available soon over there in New England. That's the backup for Tom Brady, because Tom Brady said he's going to play until he suck. I don't look like he's sucking no time soon, right? So, you know how the league go. They going to catch on to the whole Atlanta scheme of what they do on offense and everything else. So I'm going to try to copycat it. It's going to be hard for them. Do I think they're going to be back? Alshon prediction about the Bears going to the Super Bowl. Hell no, Bears go to the Super Bowl, but nah, I'll be real. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. But
if they can keep it up, that's 2 seasons in a row. Hey, that's good football. But I'm not gonna jump out of the limb and say
with that defense, though, I think that. And then when you got
they got who is that? Marinelli over there?
Yeah,
the old man.
The old man know his defense.
Yeah, he know his defense, man. He had the Bears running good. Dallas defense didn't do that bad. They gave up a nice amount of points, but they didn't do that bad. So I don't know. What do you think Dallas need to add at? Wide receiver, after defense, we need to add that on offense.
They need a good. Oh, you said offense?
Yeah, well, outside defense.
Well, you might need another tight end because Witten is getting old.
Right.
You might need another. Well, what's my man's name? Not Bryant, but they got another wide receiver that's pretty good. So that's solidified. I would say maybe get a slot receiver or offense.
Right.
Defensively, they need a good pass rusher. I mean, a pass rusher who just goes and breaks through them brick walls and, man, gets some quarterbacks.
Right.
Because I think that was the problem when they were playing Aaron Rodgers. He was just manipulating them, going side to side, man, playing hopscotch.
And Rodgers just came and played.
Don't say he's elite.
He's got to give me.
Then what are you saying? Brady the only elite?
At this standpoint, I would say active in the NFL right now, quarterbacks. Yeah. I would say Brady. I would say Ben is elite.
Ben is elite over.
Yeah. Have you watched Pittsburgh, man? He throw a nice amount of interception, but Big Ben he plays good football, man. One of my favorite quarterbacks.
I'm not refuting that.
And he got 3 of them, right? Right around.
3 rings, no.
How many got? 2? He had 3.
Remember that one when he had the rookie season, and then he had another one when they played Arizona. Yeah, he only had.
Okay,
2.
yeah, you're right. He only got 2. And I would say Eli.
He said Eli over Aaron Rodgers.
I'm talking about actively, Joe. Actively with the hardware. That's why I put at elite.
That's what I'm saying with hardware.
Even with the yards and consistent seasons, these quarterbacks that I mentioned has done this consistently. Has Aaron Rodgers? Yeah, I wouldn't put him at elite yet. No, I wouldn't put him in the head. Is he going to reach it? Yeah. Is he at elite? No. He's good. He's good. He still has his points and times. So, let's not give him Aaron Rodgers. Let's not get this wrong. Aaron Rodgers is good. Let's not get that out the way. He's a damn good quarterback. Damn good football player. But I think, and I'm not saying this just because I'm a Bears fan, I think people put him on a pedestal too much because of how TV brands him. That's what I honestly believe. I felt that way even with the SEC, not to jump off subjects, but I felt that way with the SEC for football. People only roll with them because that's all they saw on TV. That's all they talked about on SportsCenter. SEC. When the Big Ten overall had better winning percentage out of their games. Bowl games and season games. But people don't look at the bigger picture of that.
No, of course, college football is political, and then
that's what I'm saying. It comes down even with this. All them fuckers say. So of course, if it's the media beating in your head, and the only networks you see, that's all they saying. Of course, you're gonna start thinking the same thing. Well, I don't.
And just when you think you got the son of a bitch, he always pulls some rabbit out of his hat. That's why I say what I say. I mean, all season long, he was just... They wasn't rolling at first.
No, they wasn't, because I was just about to correct you. Like, no, they wasn't.
But they hit that 7-game winning streak. And I'm like, damn, man. Because I had Minnesota coming out in the
But some of those teams that they hit, those teams had started off hot and got cold around the time Green Bay got to them. We're gonna pull that roster up too. We're gonna take a small music break. We're gonna pull that little, you know what? We ain't done talking